The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode. And now, here he is, Brandon.
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to the Brandon Peters Show. On this first episode of 2026, we are going to spend it looking back at 2025. Yes, it's the top 10 films of 2025. And joining me from the Normies, subbing in for Chris Johnson, it's their administrative and creative production assistant, Shelby Deal.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. So, Shelby, since you've never been on the show before, and you get the esteemed honor of being on the year-end top 10 list, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Shelby Deal, as you introduced me as. One of my big passions is film and television. I've seen over 100 movies this year. I'm also a little bit of a writer. I do some creative writing for the Normies, too. Just all around passionate about storytelling. And I think movies are very important to culture. So excited to be here talking about 2025 movies.
Yes, nice to meet another person who just loves movies, just like me. Like that's Mark Hoffmeyer from Movies, Films, and Flicks, and I we always just like, I just love movies, man. I just do.
Yeah.
I just they teach me about life. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent most of my life at the movie theater.
Yeah.
All of my friends to get like the AMC A-list because I'm like, go see movies with me. That's where I'm at.
There you go. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Money.
Yeah. I saw probably. I think I was hovering around 150 by the time, and I was like stunned at that when I saw. I was like, oh wow, okay. I just don't realize it because
Yeah.
and that's just movies from this year.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like I have a lettered box, and that's
Yes.
how I keep track because it tells you how many movies you've like logged, and I try to log each one because I want to keep track of what I watched. And it made making a list for this show easier because I went back and was looking at my ratings and then
Right.
did it from there. And I think it was like 115 that I logged.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was anti-Letterboxd for a long time, and then a couple years ago, I said, fine, I'll give it a year, because I just kept seeing people talk the most inartistic movie conversations using Letterboxd. Like, I was like, what is this, like data and stuff? I'm like, it's art. What are you doing? But then I started using it. It wasn't not like I thought. I was putting some full-fledged reviews in there, and I noticed most people weren't doing that. They're just scoring and going. I'm like, okay, this is easier. And then when I get to my year end, I'm like, oh, cool, I have a cheat sheet because I can go back.
It's easy to go back and see.
Yeah, so I am pro Letter. My son just started Letterboxd now. He wanted to be on it because he watches the top 4 or your 4 favorites videos and stuff, and so I was like, all right, fine. He's on Letterboxd.
It's kind of in the movie culture now. Can't kind of get away from it.
Yes, yeah. The Criterion Closet and Letterboxd, top 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you came highly touted by Chris. So everybody knows Chris wanted her to be here and not him. So for those look at that. So since you weren't here last year, what was your favorite film of 2024? To get this rolling.
This is very easy. My favorite film was The Substance. Yeah, I'm a big like horror movie fan, and I knew nothing about that film like going into it. I think I saw it first weekend it was out. I just saw the trailer, which the trailer didn't really give anything away. I just saw Demi Moore a little bit. Seems like body horror, so I went and saw it, and there was a lot of people in the theater too, so it was just a good experience being like that flabbergasted at a film. But it was my birthday party thing this year too.
Cool. Did you wear like a mask with the poked eyes to your party? Was it a mask? No.
I made posters. You know how at the end of the movie where her face is on that the star with I made posters, like Photoshop my face onto that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that one I like. And, as a person who goes to the theater a lot and sees the movies when you should and stuff, do you notice, like, because that movie, too, like, I noticed with social media, like, there's always you go to the theater, we all love it, and then it comes to like a streamer, and then you see the online people are like blah 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 about stuff. And it's like,
Yes, they hate fun. They do
yeah,
that all the. It was the same phenomenon with like Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know if you're
mm-hmm.
from that. It was like I saw that in theaters too, and that's one of my favorite movies still to this day. And I saw it, I loved it. And then when it came out, there was like the initial fanfare, and then everyone was like, actually, it's such a stupid movie. And I'm like, actually, have fun for once in
Yeah.
your
Or the people who watch it at home and just like, because they're on their phone, they're not paid. It's like, yeah, you're not. No, I always hate that. I'm like, oh, it's getting more accessible. What do people think about it? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I get you. So my favorite last year was Last Stop in Yuma County. Did you see that one?
I don't think so. I don't know if I've
Okay.
ever heard about that. What was
Yeah.
it about?
It's this one. It's this movie that it was a very small production. It's got Jim Cummings and Jocelyn Donahue, Richard Brake, and it's about this guy. He's like a knife salesman or a cutlery salesman, and he stops at this in the desert at this gas station diner, and they're out of gas. They're waiting on the gas tanker to come in and fill. So they said like go to the diner, and it's him, and he goes to the diner, and there's Jocelyn Donahue who works at the diner. She's by herself because someone called in, and this two guys come in to the diner who have just robbed a bank,
Oh,
but they're stuck because they need gas as well, and like they've they feel like the people recognize them, and then there's like this whole like standoffy situation for the whole time in
is
there
it like,
as more people come in. And
yeah. And does it stay in like the diner for most of the time?
yes, yeah, most of the
I
time it's
love things like that.
and yeah, really impressive camera work, and especially
Yeah.
for such a low budget. And there was a making of doc on it too, and I was like, oh wow, they went through a lot to really. A guy like sold his house to make the movie and stuff too. So
Yeah.
really cool stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend for that one. There. So overall, 2025. Thoughts on the year in film?
Um, I feel like overall I was a little disappointed because I thought 2024 was such a good year for films. I saw a lot of like indie films in 2024, and I didn't see as much this year, and that kind of colors it. But I just feel like there were some that were just like disappointments, and like there wasn't a lot of variety from what I was seeing. What
Gotcha. I don't ever think there's a bad year in film for me. Like there's always I thought this year did take a little bit to get going.
Yeah.
Because there's one of the films that does appear in my list that for a bit in the early on I was like, well, I guess that's my favorite film of the year so far. And there was like nothing else I was like would even remotely put up with it. But there was a couple movies that were all timers here for me, which every year's going to have that. But there was two or three that just jumped out. I was like, oh, okay, there we are with that. And there's some really good stuff here. And there are plenty of movies that I saw and only grew as the more I got apart from them, and they stuck in my brain. And I thought, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yes.
And when I was making the list, I was like, yeah, this you're on here, and I'm like, you might not have been when I first saw you, but damn, you stuck with me a
I agree.
lot.
My
So
number 10 is one of those. It was like
gotcha.
one of the might not be like my favorite film, but it was one of the films that I thought about the most often throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I have to put it on there because I'm like, if a film makes you think and it sticks with you, there's some merit to it, I think.
Mm-hmm. And there's some of mine that I'm like, I'm gonna like. I always hate these because I'm like, if you pulled me like 2 weeks from now, I could change it up or I could do it over. And
Yeah, of course. It changes with like the mood, I feel like.
yeah, and my hard choices really were when it got down to 38 movies. That's when it became really hard to start knocking stuff out. And that's yeah. Yeah, so that's yeah, sort of the madness of making the list in the year. Any notable movies you did not see that before this list that you were like,
Um, Not off the top of my head. I just saw Marty Supreme. That
okay,
was one that I hadn't saw that I was like,
that was my last one too to get yeah.
yeah, I needed to see it. Um, I'm trying to think of like what's been nominated and everything. I think the only ones that I haven't really seen that are part of a larger conversation are probably the international film,
Yeah,
just
I
because they're
always
not available right now.
gotcha. No matter how many I see, and I probably take in more international films than a lot of people do, but like
Yeah,
I always still feel like I've let everybody like I always feel like I'm coming up short. But
same. I'm like, "Ah, I could have seen so much more."
hmm yeah, my notable misses, and I this would probably not have made my top 20 or 30, but like I didn't get to Housemaid yet. I wanted
I
to
just
see
saw
that.
that.
I
I
wanted
just
to
saw
see
it.
it, but I didn't get to see that. And No Other Choice, the Park Chan Wook film. I love him, but I did not get to chance. Neon did not send me that one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did send me some other gems, but they didn't send me that one. So I haven't had a chance to get out to it. So those are my two that I'm like, yeah, No Other Choice possibly would have had a chance to make the list, but I didn't get to it. So
Yeah. I
maybe
was
next year.
able to see it in the IMAX, um,
Hmm,
so that was pretty cool.
that's very cool. Yeah. Okay, so any disappointments, like maybe not, it doesn't have to be like, oh, this sucked, but just something you thought might have been higher for you and didn't get there.
Um, the one that comes to mind is, like, the new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man.
Okay.
Um, I really like, it's not the most amazing movies in the world, but I did really like Knives Out and Glass Onion.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I wanted to enjoy the third one, Wake Up Dead Man, but it just felt like such a slog, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the story, the whodunit thing really didn't interest me, and I loved the actors that were in it, but I just feel like they were not utilized to their best ability.
Okay.
Didn't I don't know if it's because it felt like the characters didn't have a lot of depth, which is, like, hard to do, I feel like, in a whodunit with a, ensemble cast anyway, but I'm like, "You did it in the other 2 films, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really feel it in this film." So that was probably the biggest. I had a big expectation for it, and it just didn't
Gotcha.
live up to it.
Fair enough. I think they're consistent for me. I like that. I'm a big
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson fan.
Mhm.
And yeah, that sort of like deliver. I don't know if I would have that in a, yeah, that's gonna make my end of the year list type way,
Yeah.
but I did enjoy the gothic nature look of this one, and I like how different all three are, despite being a similar, and the way they utilize Benoit Blanc is different every time. Like it's a different thing, and it's
Yes.
got a formula of pair him up with like a main person and go through that, and it's formulaic but fresh to me. Like every
It's
time.
different every time because the main
Yeah,
character is different, and I feel like Benoit is molded to that each time, so that is
yeah,
impressive, but
yeah.
just didn't enjoy this one as much.
Gotcha. So mine, I have two of them. One of them is this thing on the Bradley Cooper movie.
That kinda disappoints me. I haven't seen it
It's
yet.
not a bad movie,
Okay.
but there was an avenue in the movie to be great,
Mm,
and it chooses a milk toast like vanilla avenue of melodrama instead of what like, oh, this is the best stuff happened. There's like one or two scenes and you're like, oh, this is gonna be, and it just, that's not the direction the movie takes.
aw,
But it's still like, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, so it's still quite a good movie. But I personally, for me, I wanted it to focus more on stand up comedy and
okay,
stuff like that, and it wants to focus on relationship drama. So
gotcha.
that's where I was like, okay, because the relationship drama doesn't bring new or interesting stuff to the table. So for me. And then the other one, and this is gonna, I really like this movie, but I am not connecting on it. It was in my probably top 30.
Okay.
I did not connect with it. I want to connect with it like everybody else is, but it's Hamnet. And I'm not connected. Like I don't. I'm like Jessica Buckley is amazing. One of the best performances of the year,
Oh,
and the
for sure.
cinematography is flat out incredible. I like Chloe Zhao's stuff, but I'm like, I just wasn't. It wasn't hitting me in this like I'm moved and out of it, like, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, I'm jealous of everybody. It's not. This isn't a like what's everybody think. I'm like, I want to be
No.
where everybody else is at. What What did I
Like,
did I
what am
watch
I
it?
missing?
Did I watch it on the wrong day? Was I tired? Like I
Yeah.
don't. I'm going to watch Hamnet again.
I
I
think you should.
I will.
It's a preview. It's in my top 10.
I think yeah. I think it's got like 10 more views on my screener for it, so I could check it out again. But like yeah, I was just like oh, because I like came out like I really love like The Rider is an awesome movie, and then I was like I think I like The Rider better, and this is supposed to be like yeah, I will watch it again, and I will probably flip and change my mind. But
Yeah.
I don't know where I was with that. But like it's a great movie. People should see Hamnet. I
Mhm.
just wasn't like there with it. I wasn't like didn't go over like because I maybe hyped it up for myself too much before
Yeah.
seeing it. I watched it like a
I,
month ago,
and it
but
was also
yeah.
hyped in like the media as well, and it has all
Hmm.
this award buzz, and it's like
Hey, rightfully so.
yes, and if you have that in your mind and it just doesn't come out the way you expect, there's
Hmm.
always that tinge of like disappointment that maybe colors it in a way that isn't true to how the you would think about it if all
Yeah.
that buzz wasn't surrounding
Right.
it.
I'm a person that I like to go in blind as possible, and I don't
What
even
do
want to know.
I
Like I tell people, don't even tell me if you liked it because that's already painting. You know, like I
exactly.
always yeah, and it sounds weird. So and then I can't. I have a bunch of I've been critic circles and stuff, and they see stuff before me a lot of times, stuff like that. So I can't avoid it. But like yeah,
Yeah.
I try to not have another idea painted in my mind before seeing things. But yeah, so. Okay. Lastly, before we get to our top tens, do you have any new to you films that you saw this year for the first time?
Yes, I have 2 that I saw. One is called, Stop Motion.
Okay.
It's like a horror psychological thriller film that one of my friends recommended to me. They watched it on Hulu, and I was just like, "Okay, I'll give it a go." And it's about this woman whose mother is like a stop motion animator, but the mother gets sick, so she has to finish this film, and then she's kind of mentally unstable, so, like, the characters, like, come to life, and she's, like, building them out of, like, rotted meat, and it just
Hmm.
turns into this thing where kind of like a metaphor of, like, you need to heal your trauma or it will come for you, even if
Okay.
you try to put it in something like art, if you don't actually properly deal with it, it will destroy you. Uh,
Okay.
but it's really cool if you don't mind, like, gross stuff, because it is a little gross, but
Okay.
it's really interesting character study type of thing.
Okay. Interesting. Have to check that out. What else? You said you had two?
Oh, yeah, I saw In the Mood for Love
Oh,
for
jealous
the
that you got to
first
watch that for the first time. That's
yeah, it's
awesome.
been on my list forever. One of the most beautiful, stunning movies, the use of color is amazing, just and you don't see a lot of movies with that, like, type of yearning. They don't,
Hmm.
like they barely touch, they don't kiss at all, and it's just how they show that all through, like, the camera work and not a lot of words either, just feels very like what film is supposed to be. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
that
like
movie's great.
that.
Have you seen any of other Wong Kar-wai's movies?
Um, what else has he done?
Chungking Express.
No, I have not seen
So
that one.
watch Chungking Express and Fallen Angels. Fallen Angels is like they're like they're like inadvertently together films. They're not really it's not
Okay.
really a sequel, but they kind of fit together. But Chungking Express is excellent too. So if there were three One Car Wife films, I would say those In the Mood for Love, Chungking Express, and Fallen Angels would probably be
Okay.
the three.
We'll definitely go on my list.
He's got great films all together, and he was doing cool stuff before other people were doing cool stuff. So he's really good. But yeah, In the Mood for Love is so good.
It's so good.
So good.
I'm so glad I watched it. It'd been on my list forever, and then just had a free day one day. I was like, "I'll put this on."
Very cool. Okay, for me, I have and I don't know, like I either saw it when I was really young and don't remember, but I watched Richard Lester's The Three Musketeers from the early 70s,
Yes.
and I just I was loving it. I was having some fun swashbuckling. So because Criterion came out with the Three Musketeers and Four Musketeers set, and I picked that up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is just fun and
Yeah.
enjoyed. Like I freaking loved it. I was like, yeah, I was like, all right. I'd known about those. I just never either revisited it or maybe I never saw it when I was younger. I thought maybe I had, but so much good stuff there. He's such a Lester's a good director that always gets crap because he made Superman 3. And it's like, dude, he made Hard Day's Night. The guy has a past for life. And he made this great Robin Hood movie I like called Robin and Marian with Sean Connery and what's her name? Breakfast at Tiffany, Roman Holiday.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, yes. They're Robin Hood and Maid Marian. It's like their latter years and stuff, and it's like a legacy sequel to like Robin Hood before legacy sequels were done, and I really like that movie a lot. So, yeah. But yeah, Three Musketeers. And then also, I want to mention from the summer of 2015 at 10, a series I do where we watch all these movies. I'd never seen Mistress America before. It's a Noah Baumbach movie that him and Greta Gerwig wrote together. Very good stuff. If you like those, I'd never seen that before, but very good.
Never seen it. I'll put on my...
Yeah, it's about a girl who like meets up with her gonna-be stepsister, and they go on this adventure and stuff, and it's good stuff. So yeah, we'll move now to the top 10. I'll start first with my 20 through 11.
I want to talk to you.
I don't think we have anything to say to each other.
Yeah, I think you have a lot to say.
You and every other person in this city. Believe me, the message is loud and clear. I'm the problem. Got it.
You know what? I think that's the first honest thing I've heard you say. You are the problem.
What, you want to get in my face? You want to threaten me?
I'm not... Nobody's threatening you right now.
You're barking up the wrong tree,
oh,
okay?
You know what? This whole victim persona that you're taking on, it might have the... Stop thinking of yourself.
Marcus?
I have that is as of today. This is what my 2011
exactly.
is. And some of these could move up in the top 10 later, or some could fall out. But okay, do you have 20 to 11, or are you just 1 through 10? 1 through 10.
I do actually.
Okay.
But I don't have it in any. I don't have the.
That's fine.
Through 20 in any particular order.
Yeah, go ahead. Name them. Go for it.
Okay. Companion.
Okay.
I thought that one was really fun to watch, and with the whole AI thing, it feels very like relevant. And I just remember the reveal of him keeping her on a low intelligence level.
Gotcha.
It just gagged me. I was like, the audacity. I'm a big Marvel fan.
Okay.
And I just thought Thunderbolts was really good, and kind of made me miss the old Marvel. So that was just like a fun one.
Okay.
I was like, I love that. Together. Another one that was interesting with the body horror.
That one was in my 25 to 30, I think, range. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting, and it got funny because of Dave Franco's delivery on his lines. I just thought it got funny in like the third act. Twinless.
I did not see this.
It's with Dylan O'Brien.
Okay.
He has a twin that died, and then he meets someone who also pretends they had a twin that died, but they really didn't. So it's like a little creepy stalker thing.
So it's a Eleanor the Great movie where someone lies about something. Got it.
Yes. This one was a little cheesy, but A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
Oh, okay.
With Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell. There was just this line that Margot Robbie said to like her mother in one of the memories of like, I just want to watch movies with you. And then I was like, it just got to me obviously since I love movies. Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Okay.
A musical with Jennifer Lopez. Didn't expect it to like it as much as I did, but it had like a really good message.
Did you seen the original?
I had not. No.
I watched them. So I hadn't seen. So I did a back to back of those when I watched them together. It's like I watched the original and then I watched the musical.
Was the original good? I don't.
It's okay. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But I was digging the musical afterwards because the energy was there and yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. And then Black Phone 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Made me cry in several parts, but I thought that was a good sequel because, especially for horror movies, I feel like horror movie sequels tend to lack a lot. And I feel like that one was almost better than the original. And then I have Frankenstein on here. I was able to see that in theaters, so but I thought it was really beautiful, and of course, Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi did really good. Mia Goth did good too. The costumes, just a beautiful movie to watch. And then If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Okay.
That was kind of a difficult watch, but I felt like it was very like a real story, so I enjoyed it. And then 100 Nights of Hero.
Okay.
That one was like a fun fantasy-esque film that I felt like I feel like a lot of films like that don't come out anymore, sort of like the Ella Enchanted type of deals. So it was fun to see that.
Gotcha. Okay. My 20 to 11 is first one's A Reflection in a Dead Diamond. This is a play on like Italian like spy film giallo, some 60s James Bond in there about this old guy who used to be a spy, struggling to remember a situation he was in long ago that he thinks he's finishing now and all this stuff. And it's this one very hyper stylish, which was winning me over for being very specific at what it was doing and doing it excellent. So that's like, yeah, that's right. that one won me over either. 19, I got K-pop Demon Hunters. Dug it.
It's so good. It almost made it into my top 20.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Number 18, I have Ephus, which is like, it's basically like these old guys playing baseball at a baseball field, and it's kind of like Clerks done that way with a baseball field. It's like they're going to like, construction's going to take over and take this baseball field out, and these guys are playing the last game on it. And then, yeah, so it's a funny movie. It's very Clerks-like. Very awesome movie. 17, I have Roofman. I really liked Roofman quite a bit.
I never got to see it, but I did. It did look really funny, and I love Kirsten Dunst. So
yeah, very good stuff. Number 16, I have Splitsville.
So funny.
And you know what? I know people hate it. Like, Materialist was working its way into my top 20. I like that one a lot. She had made my Past Lives was my number one movie a couple years ago.
Love Past Lives. I have a poster of it on my.
Oh, hell yeah. But there was two similar Dakota Johnson relationship movies this past year, but Splitsville was the better one, and I think it was quite originally funny. So yeah.
But so do I. It was funny in a way that a lot of movies aren't anymore. I feel like you don't really get that type of comedy anymore.
Right. And then I have 15. I have Friendship, the Paul Rudd.
Yes.
And Tim Robinson one, which is speaking of weird and fun. Like,
so
I am
on
every wavelength Tim Robinson. Like, I love The Chair Company right now. Like, anything he touches, I'm like, where are you going, bud?
I love that type of comedy too.
Yeah.
It's like a train wreck. You're like, oh my God, the secondhand embarrassment is real.
And it's like really specific stuff too, and really focused. It's no one's doing stuff like he is right now. 14, I have The Phoenician Scheme. I am a giant Wes Anderson film, and it's like, I didn't make the top 10. I think the last time one did, French Dispatch didn't make my top 10 that year it came out. But 13, I have Weapons. Very big Weapons fan. And I hate, like, I was at a horror convention doing with Chris. We were doing Days of the Dead, and I was talking to people, and they were like, "Did you see Weapons? That movie sucked." I'm like, "What? What sucked about it? Like, got all funny at the end. I'm like, yeah, that's the only way to release that tension.
You don't want your horror to be funny?
Yeah, like I don't like to laugh at my movies. Like I was just like, man,
Hey, people don't like to have fun. It has to be so real. I'm like, no, we need to laugh.
And well, one of my things too is I always talk to people about how, and I describe enjoyment of the show Lost this way is like I enjoy the ride and the journey because I was like, what's the word? What are your favorite? What's your favorite part of the roller coaster? Is it when you're getting in and seated, or is it when you stop at the end and get off the ride and leave? No, it's during it. So as long as you have a landing to stick, maybe you don't stick it great, but still, was the journey they get there fun? Sure, you can. I'm not saying don't criticize endings, but I'm like, yeah, but the journey and weapon should at least been enough. But oh
I
well.
agree.
12, I have sentimental value. Joachim Trier, love that guy. When I saw Worst Person in the World many years ago, it stuck in my head. I still think about the movie to this day. I went out and sought out his whole filmography. After that, I watched the whole Oslo trilogy, other movies he made. He hits it again, and this is one that could bump up with more time.
It's in my.
Oh, don't spoil. Just you got number 11. I have Train Dreams. That's my last one, and it. I wish I could have saw that in a theater. I was so.
I want to see it so bad.
Yeah, I was. It's some of the best. Like it's very Days of Heaven like. But it's done so well, and there's a really good William H. Macy small part in it, and there's just crazy stuff and just very thought provoking and just visually stunning. And I'm stunned that this was a movie that caused a lot of fire on X, Twitter, whatever for a while. I'm like, do you people just not like movies or to watch or look at something? And because I saw someone like turn this off after 10 minutes, worst thing I ever saw this year. I'm like, I was engaged in that 10 minutes, so I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. So that is my 20 through 11 and your 20 through 11. So we will now start back and forth with our top 10.
What did you toss out of the vehicle?
Excuse me?
What did you toss out of the vehicle back there?
Trash.
You sure about that?
Yes, ma'am.
You been drinking today?
I've had a few.
A few what?
A few small beers.
And what is your number 10, Shelby?
My number 10 is, and like I said before, this may not be the best film, one of the best films of the year, but it made me think the most. Opus.
Oh, okay.
Ayo Edebiri and John Malkovich.
All right. I wasn't a fan of this one, but go ahead. Yes. It wasn't, not like it wasn't interesting, but.
Yeah. I love Ayo as an actress, so that's what drew it to me. And John Malkovich, of course, he always does weird stuff. But the ending is so interesting to me, where it was all constructed for her to write this book to an end for the cult and not for herself. So it's like this question of like, what is real and what is not. And it's like, just because it was constructed, is it still real? And then like in the beginning, when she has that conversation with her friend, or I don't know what their actual specific relationship is because it never delved into that, but he's like, you will never be a good writer because you've never experienced anything. And it's like at the end of the movie, it's like, but she still hasn't really experienced anything because it was all constructed for her. So it was just like, it just made me think a lot.
Gotcha.
And just stuck with me, continued to think about it. So
awesome.
That's why it's number 10.
There you go. I love that. I love things like that. Yeah. Very cool. Opus. Did not see it coming. Awesome. My number 10 is Black Bag. Steven Soderbergh movie, which this is the one I told you at the beginning of the year. I was like, I guess my favorite film this year is Black Bag. But there's like nothing else. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, this is a really slick, cut together, like
I loved it.
Doesn't overstay, like good spy espionage stuff, really like style it. Like Soderbergh just like, yeah, go to town, dude. But he had 2 movies in 2 months this year because he had Presence in January.
I loved Presence too, yeah.
Presence was the best movie with that house in it of 2026 because it got used again in Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool.
I was watching. I was like,
You're like, I recognize the house.
yeah, I recognized the kitchen is what I did, and I looked up, and it was like, yeah, same house. Because you spend so much time in it in presence that I recognize the house. But yeah, Black Bag. Just I love Fassbender. Kate Blanchett is one of the greatest of all. As I sit here with my Tar poster in the background.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, she's one of the greatest of all time, and just like it's just really slick. Point A to point, like simple filmmaking, good thought out thriller, fun husband wife addict relationship thing.
Wasn't like overly complicated, but still had an interesting story and still had I feel like some good twists along the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is hard to do. I feel like sometimes writers try to overcomplicate things, like make it seem fresh and new. And this one did that fresh and new without like doing too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the spy genre always isn't easy for me to sell, but yeah. So that's my number 10. Number 9 for you now.
My number 9 is Begonia.
Oh yeah, this one is a good one.
Yeah, I'm a big Yorgos fan in general, so I always try to see his movies. And I liked this one because it turned out the ridiculous thing is real, and so that was a good twist. And I think from everyone that I talked to, everyone realized like she was an actual alien at different points, which I think is so interesting. And I feel like it's kind of a hallmark of a good plot that people are catching things, and then it's like, oh wait, people are realizing until later that's actually she's actually an alien.
I had an idea from the trailer because I'm like, everybody's going to think going into this movie that she's not, and that's a bit. I'm like, and he's smarter than that as a filmmaker. So,
for sure,
Andy's out there. So, I had an idea, but the way watching it play out and the things that do have, like, that's not the cool, like, that's not the biggest thing about this movie when you're watching it. Like, there's a whole lot of other stuff, and yeah, just watching it play out and the way he presents that stuff at the end is awesome. I like the interpretation of like their language and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah.
And also the hair being full.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That.
Cool. So my number 9 is, this is where I have, if I had legs, I'd kick you. This is a haunting fucking movie. Like, this is just a disturbing, like, just throughout. And I think, yeah, Rose Byrne, one of the best performances of the year. If she gets snubbed for an Oscar, I'm gonna be mad because she's
especially
amazing.
She usually does comedy. That's all I've ever seen her in, and for her to do what she did in this film is just so impressive.
Yeah, I love watching her bitch with the lobby hotel staff or the motel staff, and just the choice to not show the daughter at all, and it's just like, what's wrong with her? Like all this, and yeah, Conan O'Brien,
with the hole in the ceiling, and that getting a little weird and freaky for a minute,
right? And just stress of parenting, as I know, that, like, I'm going through that, but like, just watching things to stress about that, and just it's this movie like stuck with it
sticks with you. It was the reason it wasn't in my top 10 was like I was like, it's a little bit of a rough watch, but I did like it for what it was.
Yes. That is one. Yeah, people should check it. Yeah, it is definitely a rough, maybe one-time watch for some people, but I don't know. Let me check it out again sometime. I don't know. But yeah, this was one I was really hyped for, and then I would watch, I tried to not know so much about it. And I was like,
I didn't know anything about it going in either. I was just like, okay, let's heard Rose Byrne and it's sort of more serious thing. I want to check it out.
Yeah. Okay. We're just doing number 8 for you.
My number 8 is No Other Choice, actually.
Oh, look at you rubbing in my face. All right.
I thought it was so good. The physical comedy is some of the best that I've seen in a while. There's this scene where the main character is getting chased by someone that's like
Mhm.
down a hill, and he's like wearing this like rubber suit, and it's just comical. And I like that. And the theme I feel like is extremely relevant. The main character like lost his job, and if you think about the premise, like he basically is attempting to kill his competition for another job. So it's like it sounds ridiculous, but I can see it happening in the state of the world. And so it was interesting to see the commentary the movie made on that. So
Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
yes.
Soon. All right. My number 8 is Nouvelle Vague. The Linklater's best movie this year. Because he had Blue Moon as well. But this is the making of a Breathless, and it's done in a very this is like Ed Wood, but Godard, for Godard, and this is just a vibe. Which the movie Breathless is a vibe, and it feels very honoring Godard and Breathless. You know, who knows if things went down exactly as they did, but just a fun vibe to go through. Watching him work, seeing all the film scene with Agnes Varda there and Francois Truffaut and all these guys, Jean Cocteau and all these like guys I love from the new wave. That I'm just like, oh, I would love to be hanging out right now or just being on the set with these guys and seeing it. And Zoe Dutch is like one of she's underutilized in a lot. She's not in a lot of movies like that are mainstream a lot of the time or big releases. Which it was funny because I was recently going through my Ninja Turtles 4K box set from the original trilogy movies from the 90s. And I was like, Paige Turco, who played the second April, I'm like, Zoe Dutch looks just like her. Like they have a similar look. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But no, this movie is a vibe. I love Linklater's output. I don't love that he's always Netflix now keeps buying up his movies, but if they're gonna keep him rolling around doing films he wants, I guess that's okay. I just want to see him in the theater and not on Netflix, because he had the Hitman one with Glenn Powell last year, and then he had Blue Moon's not on Netflix, but this one is, and I liked it better than Blue Moon. Blue Moon has a. Did you see Blue Moon?
I hadn't gotten
It's very much like let's get Ethan an Oscar type movie for me, but a lot of people are loving it. I was just like, okay, I get what this is, but yeah, I like Nouvelle Vague. It's very very if you like French New Wave or anything, like it is just a fun movie to swim in, and American North American director directing a French film is cool too. So
love it.
All right, for number 7 for you.
Number 7 was One Battle After Another.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this one. I think it was one of the funnier films I've seen this year. And then the car chase scene was really good. I don't think I've ever. It built anticipation in a way that it was like an extent, like a long scene. Yeah. And so and it kind of went slow, but still made it exciting and everything, which I think the camera work with that was just excellent. And it's one of the more interesting scenes for me.
I'll talk about it in a little bit. PTA, yeah, he doesn't miss. Like that's pretty cool. Yeah. So my number 7, this is where I have Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which is just a beautiful, lavish production. Like
one of the most.
You just know he's gonna make a good one when he does that. He's like, I'm gonna do Frankenstein, sure. And I think every outfit Mia Goth wears in this deserves an Oscar itself. Like
I do too.
They are. I'm just like, this is just amazing costume. Like
the color.
Yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein-esque thing, a white wrapping.
Yeah.
Little nod. It's so good.
So good. And I didn't not like him, but I didn't think too much of Jacob Elordi till this. And now I'm like, all right, I can do it.
It's definitely it's one of his more impressive roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably where he stretches his skills the most.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's devoted. And like, yeah, the adherence to like the novel and stuff, and just like Oscar Isaac, of course, good as always. Everybody, it's just it kind of. This might be one of the more possibly taken for granted movies of the year, but also didn't get a wide theatrical release. But like,
Oh yeah,
it's
because
like
the Netflix thing again. But
yeah, but it's Guillermo del Toro doing Frankenstein. Of course, it's going to be good, and it was good. And it's like but I mean, just every frame looking at this feels carefully thought out and like overthought and everything, and we're better for it. And it's just
it's just art. It's
yeah.
the
Like what?
definition of art as a movie, as a film.
Yeah, one of my friends. Yeah, it's funny. Like one of my friends, Yancey and I, we've always talked about how like why don't people just film normal conversations interesting anymore? They always go for the safe, over the shoulder, like back and forth, like we missed the day where just like a normal conversation had an interesting angle or something or was conveyed in an interesting way, and people just kind of want to shoot it and move. But that's just over. And then people see something like this, like, oh, pretentious. I'm like, I want pretentious. Sorry. It's good.
It's okay for things to be pretentious.
It's good. Okay, number 6 for you.
Eddington.
Okay.
I really love Ari Aster. Even Beau is Afraid. That is batshit crazy. But
oh yeah.
I just love him as a director. But I feel like this film really impressed me because I feel like it's one of the more nuanced, like, political films that I've seen.
Yeah.
While still also taking a stance and not doing like a middle ground. And it was all again very relevant with what's dealing with like the data centers and everything. And it's about 2020 COVID and everything. So it's just interesting to see something so recent, I guess, in a movie that was directly dealing with like the impacts of that and everything.
I liked Eddington too, and I think this is like one of those movies that like I saw a lot of like people either loved it or hate it, and like the hate people like seemed like to think like he didn't do enough with what he was saying, and I was like, it was kind of the same thing with like Nomadland a few years ago when people were angry it didn't like go after Walmart. I'm like, that wasn't what the movie was about, man. Like that was
No.
so, but yeah, this one too. I saw some like, did we watch the same movie? Like I think he said plenty, but they were like mad because it wasn't showing like direct like references to government. I'm like, it was trying to keep it local and show how things pass around. And, like
and it's like you can't get from that movie like who the I don't know. I feel like some people just need to think more critically.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's about the government and in large, I guess, the federal government, but it also is on a local level too.
Right.
It happens everywhere. It makes it more personal. I think that fact that it was mainly focused on a town and a mayor and a sheriff. It's like it happens everywhere, and you can impact your local level.
Right. And talking about how misinformation is taken with people, and they stop paying attention to the stuff that you're wanting to criticize in there. But like, these people go for their whatever feeds them what they want to hear type thing, and that's what it's trying to show. And also, the finale is exciting.
Yeah,
like
that shit crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it's. Yeah.
But I just thought it was an impressive take, and obviously, like, I feel like a lot of things like spoon feed you the answers or like what it's supposed to be about. And I think the problem that some people have with this film is that it's not, I don't think it's telling you what to think. It's offering it up to you and and like you make your own conclusions based on how you feel.
Art doesn't come with a spoon.
People don't like that. They want to be lectured, I feel like, or
they want
other people to be lectured.
They want the Netflix movie exposition machine thing going on every 20 minutes so they're like, oh, what's going? Oh, what's up? Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. My number 6, it was just an accident.
I haven't seen this one either.
Okay. This is a really cool, very original movie. Do you know what it's about?
No, I do not.
Gotcha. It's basically, it starts with this family. They get a flat tire. They go late at night. They go somewhere to fix it. The dad has this brace on his leg that squeaks, and one of the guys at the service station recognizes the sound and follows him and stuff. But I'll leave it there for you. But it's very exciting, very morally challenging for things for people.
Okay.
Like seeing what good people think they want to do or couldn't do, and it's pretty like it's very engaging, thrilling, and like there's a mystery at hand, but it's not like a who done it or whatever. There's like these people are gathering together to try to solve from a past trauma and things, but it's an excellent movie, and just I couldn't say more high things about it, but yeah, you should definitely check out It Was Just an Accident. So we're halfway through our top 10.
What y'all doing? Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that? You big and strong enough to push past us?
Well, that wouldn't be too polite now, would it, Miss Annie? I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway. Smoke.
Don't talk to him. You talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh? Go ahead. Admit to it.
Admit to what?
That you dead.
Moving on to number 5.
My number 5 is Sorry Baby.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I loved how this film like took like a serious subject matter and kind of did it, I don't want to say a lighthearted way, but it was presented with humor and like levity in a way that I haven't seen something like this presented as. And again, one of those films that is like very grounded in reality, so it feels like real, almost a slice of life thing happening. And I don't know, it was just really beautiful to me how she was dealing with her trauma, and she had her friend with her that would help her as well. So I just enjoyed that story.
Yeah, no,
It's just like a simple film that presented something that was difficult to deal with, and
the way they shot it,
a lot of people. Yeah,
the way they shot that scene was quite good too.
yeah, the waiting of the come out of the house, very impactful without like showing it and everything.
Yeah, no, I really like that one. That was in my consideration here for this list. Yeah, quite good. I thought when I saw it, I'm like, that's gonna wind up in my top. It did not, but it's so good. Yeah. Definitely.
Ava Victor, I will love to see what else she does. I think this was like her debut, so as a writer and director.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. 5 for me is a Suleiman's Story.
I don't think I've heard of that.
This one just kind of gutted me. It's about this guy who has fled Nigeria to Paris, and he is a delivery, like a DoorDash type guy on a bike. That's everything to him, and he like lives in a homeless shelter, and he's got this. He's been practicing with this guy. He's trying to secure legal residency, and there's this interview process, and there's this guy who can like help them cheat the system and give them a fake story to like they'll definitely take you in after that. They won't take you in for the story you have. And his DoorDash can't be his own account. He has this guy, he pays a percentage of his DoorDash stuff to use him for his account. So if something gets screen locked and needs a Face ID, he has to find the guy at his work and like get him to Face ID to open it. So like if he gets bad reviews and stuff, it locks. And it's very intense with this stuff. It's got a bit of a ticking clock, and I really felt for this fucking guy during this whole thing, and like what he's trying to escape and stuff, and like his phone, keeping it charged, and like living at the homeless shelter, and it rocked me. I really felt like this. I was just like, holy crap. No, like this one had such an emotional punch. I have never been in that situation myself. I've never done that, but I just like kind of felt this like I wanted this guy to get through and stuff, and just seeing him, try so hard, and he's like a genuinely good person. He's just stuck in this bad situation and stuff, and like and there's like some stuff that's like the kindness of people that shows up in this, and it's just a really, really damn good movie. And this one hit me pretty good. So that's my number 5. I think it was on my Kino, the Kino screener stuff, but for me, but it's a 2024 film, but I don't think it premiered or was wide released or anything until this year. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so the main story. Number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me is actually Weapons.
Oh yes, awesome.
Yes, I loved this film. I loved his previous film, Barbarian, so it was kind of like highly anticipated.
Getting a Criterion next year.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, I loved Barbarian because like the tone switch in the middle of the movie was crazy to me at the time. I was like, that's amazing. So I was very excited for Weapons, and I was not disappointed. I liked how the POVs switched back and forth and the stories were building on top of each other. When that is done well, I feel like that is like a drug to me. I'm just like, that is so good. It's all matched up. It's all adding to the story.
Or it gives you a little extra nugget because you're now seeing this other. You're like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
And you can connect things. It's almost like a puzzle in a way.
Yes.
So I really enjoyed that, and it was funny, and I liked that about it. So it made me laugh. But yeah, I dressed up as Gladys for Halloween this year, and
oh, awesome!
So it permeated my life in that way. But I loved it. One of the best movies this year to me.
Yeah, no, I love that movie quite a bit. One of the best. I think that was my favorite film of the summer. And yeah, that one, just watched the kids. I took my son to it, and he was like, that might be one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. All right. He's like, what do you think? And he's watching Weapons TikToks and stuff. And I was like, all right. But still trying to get my daughter to watch it, but she isn't. She's hard to sit down sometimes, but cool. Yeah. Number 4 for me is The Secret Agent.
Another one I haven't seen. No.
Gotcha. This one just like, for one, it has the best opening scene of the year for me. It's a very, very like, it's like just a quiet intensity type scene. This guy it's during like a Brazilian dictator regime thing, and there's this guy who's a professor that is trying to get out of the country. He's trying to come back. Like he can't be himself. He's trying to get his son and then get safe passage out. Well, there's like the government is after him, and they send like a hit team after him. It's a very long movie, but it's quite good and just excellent suspense, great locale. One of the best performances of the year from what's his name? Gosh, I think it was a Narcos or whatever his name is. I can't remember. Wagner Moura or something like that. But yeah, this one, best opening scene of the year, and then this thing just good drama, good suspense, and it pairs well if you want to have a depressing South American double feature with I'm Still Here from last year.
I love I'm Still Here.
Yeah.
So sad though.
Yeah, this is very much in that mold of that type of feeling with that movie. But Secret Agent definitely is one that I saw and just like I think about it and I'm just like, oh man, that movie
with you.
Yeah, good enough stylish stuff, good period stuff, performance wise, and I think it's excellent. So you're number 3 now. We're in the top 3.
Okay. My number 3 is Sinners. Really one of the biggest movies this year, obviously. But I really, really enjoyed it. I like vampires, and I made vampires cool again. So that was it was a fun watch, and it was also there was a scene that I felt like could be, like, really cheesy, but it pulled it off really well, and I think that was the scene where it was, like, all the different eras of, like, dancing and singing.
Might be the best scene of the year. Like, that is
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
so beautiful, and it would have been so easy for that to be, like, cheesy in a way, and it just didn't come off that way at all, and I just thought it was beautiful, beautifully done, beautifully choreographed, just so impressive.
Did you get to see it in 70 millimeter downtown?
I did not actually know. I missed
Oh,
out on
man.
that.
Yeah, my son and I went to that. Like, I was like, I am not missing that opening weekend. Went to a later show than I normally would go to. I'm an old man. I like to go in the mornings, but
Yeah, understandable.
yeah, I was wide awake, open. Yeah, that thing looked gorgeous on the 70 millimeter.
Gorgeous, gorgeous film.
Yes, and I will say between that and then last year's Nosferatu, drinking blood is gross again. You know, like yeah, blood sucking is gross. So very cool. My number 3 here. This is where I have Marty Supreme. I digged what I will go through whatever hell Softy Brothers want me to go through. Like, there's nothing like it. And this is it's almost like I was caught off guard that it was going to be a Softy Brothers movie again. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what they do, duh. Like, like, I thought I was gonna watch ping pong stuff, and I'm like, nope, I'm watching the Softy stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine with me. And yeah, Timothée Chalamet is great in it.
Makes
This
a
kid,
horrible character, like makes you root for him, kind of.
yeah, let's what did he do with the Softy between Pattinson and Good Time, and then
Yeah.
Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. I even watched for the first time this year the one with Caleb Landry Jones about the 2 homeless junkies back that they did in 2015. Very much in their wheelhouse of stressing you out, bad choices, like some kind of interesting electronic score. But yeah, this one had a lot of humor to it too. Nice kid, like Penn Jillette, the magician, playing the old farmer guy at the house.
Yeah.
That was neat. There's like a lot of the bathtub thing that happened. I was just like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, and but I keep saying I take my son. He's getting into film a lot, but like he's never seen a Safdie Brothers movie, but he's a big Timothée Chalamet fan, and he wanted to see Marty Supreme, and he leaned over during in the middle of the movie, goes, "I really like this movie, but it is stressing me out." I'm like, first time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which Timothée Chalamet, I would say, like, and it's great. Like, this kid, like, I know he really wants an Oscar bad, and people are like, but like, of course he does, but he makes good choices. He works with interesting people. Like, that's why he's there. And now he can,
for sure, Bones and all.
yeah, I like that one too. He can open a film by himself now. Like, the money from Marty Supreme showing, if he's in something, people are going to go.
Yeah.
Which is cool to have in this day and age. And that's where we like it or not. He's a star. He's doing good stuff and interesting stuff. Yeah.
All his choices are so different, I feel like, from each other, which is interesting to me, because he could have easily gotten like typecasted, I think, but he actively chose to do different things.
Well, look at like Tom Holland was a celebrated actor before taking Spider-Man, and he went the blockbuster route, and well, he's got Nolan's film coming next year.
It'll be interesting to see him in the Odyssey. I'm interested to see how he handles that.
So that's the thing. But yeah, like, I always like these, like, Adam Driver makes interesting choices. Dave Bautista, of all people, makes interesting choices, works with interesting people. That's the people that I'm like, yeah, I tell people, I've been telling them for years, one day, Dave Bautista is going to direct a movie. It's going to be good. And people are going to be like, where'd that come from? I'm like, look who he's been working with.
Exactly.
Just like Bradley Cooper. He was working with like Clint Eastwood a bunch. He was working with other big name directors. And then he comes out with the Lady Gaga one.
The Star is Born.
That's right. Yeah, and people are like, "Wow, he can direct." Yeah, he was working with big name people, learning off of them. That's what they do. Like
Mhm.
Affleck was doing the same thing, and they're like, "Oh, wow, he could direct." Yeah, of course he can. So that's right. But Marty Supreme, yes. Forever Young. I want to be forever young. So that one did have a fun. It might have the title drop of the year for me. I don't know. It was so funny. But you're number 2. We only got 2 left.
Only 2 balls.
Make them count.
Yeah. Number 2 is Hamnet. I love. I I love. I'll preface this. I love sad movies, so this
There you
was
go.
primed for me. And there was a point in the movie where I feel like I just didn't stop crying.
Okay.
So, Jessie Buckley, amazing actress. I think
Mhm.
she deserves all the awards this season. And the little boy that played Hamnet as
Mhm.
well was so good too. Um, I don't know, it was just so good. The reconstruction of the globe and that whole scene where um, Jessie Buckley's character, Agnes Hathaway, was like commenting on what was happening, and that seeing that play out was interesting too. And I liked how, like, going in, it's like about William Shakespeare and his family and everything, but they
Mhm.
really didn't call Paul Mescal's character Shakespeare until like towards the end of the film, which
Right.
I thought was cool how they did that. And like you mentioned before, beautiful cinematography,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful movie. And I don't know, just made me feel things. I was like, I can't stop crying.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna watch this movie again, and I'll probably be like, "Oh, okay, I'm an idiot." No, but yeah, and I'm looking forward to Buckley in The Bride next year. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yes, that movie looks so good. I'm so excited for that. And Maggie Gyllenhaal
Mm-hmm.
directed.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
that's
I
gonna be
can't wait to see that.
very, very looking forward to that. My this number 2 is where I have one battle after another. I
Yay,
just
yes.
was like soaked into. I've watched this one twice, and I was just soaked into it. Like PTA, I can't tell you. Like I don't think I've ever not liked a film from his quite a
Mhm.
bit, and he's one of our best needle droppers in the business in his career. Like just the tunes he picks for his movies are always so great.
Sure.
This movie has this little silly moment that I loved. That's like such an attention to detail that I'm like, oh, this guy rocks. And it's the scene where the basically ICE raids the high school looking
Mhm.
for her, and it's in the middle of the dance, and Walks the Moon, Shut Up and Dance with Me's playing, and like it's getting to the chorus, it's coming in, and they pull the plug on the music, and you hear all the students go, "Shut up and dance with me," and I'm like, some other director would have just silenced everybody, but like the students didn't know the plug was getting pulled and stuff,
I
so
know.
he like had it's such a weird moment that meant a lot to me that I was like, that's a cool detail that
A
you
little meticulous detail.
yeah, hearing the students still do that. Like I thought it was great. Cinematography on this one, amazing. Leo,
Yes.
amazing.
So funny in it. He's so funny in it.
Benicio del Toro, just a few small beers. He's great. He got 2 funny roles this year with the Phoenician Scheme, and that like they let him play this year. And then Sean Penn doing a whack parody thing, but he is so committed.
Yeah.
Taylor's great, even though she's there for a short bit
She
at the
does
beginning.
good still.
But like
Mhm.
the bank robbery scene, the title drop with Haim, a lot of Haim walking, and I just like that.
Yes.
Everything just freaking works. The Zelda sounding harmony that they put
Mhm.
together. In Chase Infinity, Naptown Hero, Chase Infinity. She's great in it. And this is a movie like I was like, please see this movie, please more people. I know it did it cost a lot of money. That was the problem, but it
Yeah.
did make some
I
good
think it
bank.
did pretty well. I saw it
Yeah.
twice in theaters as well.
Yeah.
So I saw it with a group of people, and then I was like, other people have to see it. So I was like, you're coming.
Yeah. It's just such a fun movie and
Mhm.
works so it flies by. And yeah, I like every little bit of it. PTA doing an action type movie is crazy interesting, and yeah,
For sure.
everything coming to this movie, it deserves it.
I agree. And I almost feel like it's almost a companion piece to Eddington as to where
okay.
one battle after another is like the more hopeful side
Yes.
of what in Eddington's the more nihilistic side. So it was interesting having those two movies, at least to me, in the same year.
Oh, the cell phone charging thing that drove me to like him plugging in the cell. Oh, wait. And then the rooftop, like just the pandemonium. Oh gosh, everything about this is so good. Yeah, love one battle after another. Now I'm like, I think my all-time favorite PTA movie is probably Boogie Nights to this day, just because I think that's 10-10, no notes. And just works with me a lot. Not saying like he didn't get better from there, but if I have to pick a personal favorite, it's that. But this one might be knocking on the door for that one.
Yes,
so
it
I'm
was
getting
so
there.
good.
So very cool. All right, we're down to number one.
Number one.
Number
one for me is Sentimental Value.
Oh wow, yes, good choice.
Yeah,
good choice.
Another sad film, I guess, but similar. My first film of his I watched was The Worst Person in the World.
Same.
And that movie is the reason I went to go see this one, because I love that movie so much. And again, I love the meta-ness of like making a film within the film and how that like took place, like the actor reading some lines and then the daughter reading the same lines. I just love that juxtaposition, and like both made you feel things for different reasons, I think. And then it just felt so real, like the sister moment when she asked her like, how come our childhood didn't ruin you and everything. And I'm like, it just makes sense when you grow up with, I guess, like trauma in your life and you see someone that was raised with you supposedly maybe in a better place, and it's like, how come that didn't fuck you up as much as it did me and everything. And I loved how the house was almost like a character for itself.
Yeah.
I love that personification of that, and how we got to see the different eras of the family living in there, even if it was short for some of them. It's just a beautiful, beautiful film that had
one of the funniest,
very real emotions.
Maybe emotional, but it has one of the funniest scenes in the year too with the chair.
Oh
when,
yeah, when he was like, I told her, yeah.
And I have to say, Elle Fanning, this was she's been around for a long time, but I've always been like, okay, she's fine. I don't think she's bad or anything like that, but this was for me like a real coming out year for her, where maybe someone finally gave her roles to do other things, because like between Predator, Badlands, and this movie, I was like, yeah, there we go.
Yes.
She's popping. She's like, oh, and then not that she has to be like, oh, fun all the time, but she usually gets these roles where she's like I liked the movie last year, but she was like, oh, Hagrid, wife of Bob Dylan, and then I really like Neon Demon, but like that's not one to be happy. Like she just doesn't tend to take like happy roles a lot, and both of these, like she was really good. I mean, her final scene is really good in it, where she's like, I can't do it, and like.
Oh, for sure.
And he's all like, oh, you came and told me. That means the world to me. But Sentimental Value is so good. I can't wait. I hope somebody puts out a nice 4K of it, like Criterion, Looking at You, or something like that. Joachim Trier is one of the best. Like if you want an emotional drama, this guy's doing it great. Like
for sure.
Yeah.
So good.
Very
Another
good.
film that made me cry.
So my number one choice is boring, because I've been talking about it all year, but Sinners is my number one.
Yeah.
Because I just saw that, and this was just a mood. It was everything. It was, I think, the pop culture experience of the year, because everybody went to Sinners.
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan was tremendous in it. I hope Delroy gets a nod for his performance, because he got robbed with Defy Bloods, which should have been his Oscar, but he didn't even get nominated. And just like everything, I watched this movie. I've seen it 3 times this year, and I don't usually get a chance to see movies that many times.
Yeah.
And I just watched it again the other night. and I watched it. I saw it in the theater, and I reviewed the 4K of it when it came out, and yeah, I just everything about this, with the color scheme of it, the costuming were from like the Blade movie Marvel never made. That's the funniest thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the costuming came from. They went and got it from the Marvel Blade movie that didn't happen, and the music's great.
Music.
Even though the honky white people's music's great. And this had, I think, and I've said it since, the mid-credit scene of this is maybe the best mid or post-credit scene ever. Like
Oh yeah.
was like, this is and that wasn't in the original cut of the movie. It was added later.
Oh really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
I have a friend who gets to watch things very early for thoughts on stuff and whatever and feedback, and that scene wasn't there. And the movie originally opened with the guy going to the cabin, the vampire going to the cabin. That's where it opened originally. But the mid-credit scene was added later. And I'm like, that was like the best thing. Like it was like the perfect. I mean, I love that. Even though, you know, Michael B. Jordan in the early 90s, 80s gear looks funny, but
Yeah.
I thought that was a perfect capper to that. And yeah, the movie is a vibe. Oh, I love Sinners so much. I'm going to,
So
carry
good.
on. And then this is another one where we all see it in the theater. We're like, yay. And then it came home for people that are like, well, I saw From Dusk Till Dawn. But I'm like, yeah. And Star Wars is like the Searchers in space. Like, it's okay.
Everything is inspired by everything.
It's a very different experience because the vampires aren't in the building for most of the time. They are outside of it, and it's conversations. And I'm just like, but no, this, so good.
Such a good movie.
Love Sinners. Love Sinners. So that's it. So, do you want to read your 10 to 1 real quick to remind people?
Yes. 10 was Opus. 9, Begonia. 8 was No Other Choice. 7 was One Battle After Another. 6 was Eddington. 5 was Sorry Baby. 4 was Weapons. 3 was Sinners. 2 was Hamnet. And 1 was Sentimental Value.
All right. Mine was 10, Black Bag. 9, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. 8, Nouvelle Vague. 7, Frankenstein. 6, It Was Just an Accident. 5, Soul Humane Story. 4, The Secret Agent. 3, Marty Supreme. 2, One Battle After Another. And 1, Sinners. We did it.
Pretty good list. If I do say so myself.
There we go. All right. So looking ahead to 2026, anything off the top of your mind that you're looking forward to?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe in the first few months or so.
Yeah. I meant to look up what is coming out. Because
we talked about The Bride.
Yes, The Bride. That is probably very highly anticipated. The Bride.
I got Wuthering Heights on there. I'm really intrigued.
I'm interested to see how that's done. I love Emerald Fennell. I think she's a bit of a rage baiter with her movies a little bit. So I'm interested to see.
I think the cinematography looks humongous.
What?
The cinematography looks gigantic for it. So I'm like, oh, that might be.
Yeah. Well, I think everything she does is beautiful. It's always, I feel like people mostly have problems with the story of it all with her. But I'm interested to see how she goes, what direction she goes with that, how it plays out, and what cultural conversation comes out of that.
Gotcha. I think, let's see, Ready or Not 2 has a good trailer. I'm like,
yes, actually, I do. I loved Ready or Not, so I am very excited to see the sequel to that.
Yeah, there's a new Spielberg movie, sci-fi, that I'm like, okay, down with that, but down with that.
I just saw the trailer to that. I think it was Disclosure Day.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, Josh O'Connor just taking over. I have to say, Josh O'Connor, like, I saw him in like 5 or 6 movies this year. He's having his like Jude Law.
Oh yeah,
this year, because I didn't even get to all of them. There's like this one where he's like a cowboy or something. There's Wake Up Dead Man.
History of Sound with Tom Pascal.
Yep. The Mastermind, which was in my consideration.
I never got to see that.
What else was he? There's this one where he was like a farm hand guy that I got a screener for. I didn't get a chance to watch, but he's just in so much this year. And then he hosted Saturday Night Live to cap it off. But
Yes,
he's
had a
in
big year.
He's in the Spielberg one. We got Scream 7. See what that's about. Although
the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Oh, yep.
I'm interested to see that. Maybe Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, yeah. It's
Ryan Gosling. That one has looked interesting to me.
It's Lord and Miller too, and I'm always like, okay, those guys. Not that this is one of it, but those guys are the kings of like, hey, that sounds like a bad idea, and then it's good when it comes out. Like, which is why I wonder what their version of Solo looked like before they got fired. Because because they're the Lego movie. Oh, that's not. Oh, it was good. Enter the Spider-Verse. That sounds bad. Oh, it was great. And then 21 Jump Street. That sounds like a dumb. Oh, okay. They did good. So like every time.
And being good, even if it sounds like it.
Yeah. We got Supergirl. We got Evil Dead Burn. Another one of those. And then Doom Messiah.
Of course, excited for that.
And there's a Spider-Man movie and a Avengers Doomsday.
Yes.
Which I'm like, I go see these movies. I probably enjoy them. I'm hesitant. Oh, I'm not hesitant on Doomsday. I'm just like, you guys need to like wow me with something more than just like, look who's in this.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they're doing with like the trailer drops right now. And I'm just concerned because like I've heard rumors of like how much stuff has been like rewritten and reshot and everything. And then I'm like, is it even gonna make sense in the end?
I'm not the biggest Russo brothers fan.
Yeah.
I think they work well best in the Marvel stuff, I guess. But like, I think they peaked with Winter Soldier directing wise. And
you know what? I agree. You're so right for that. The Winter Soldier is one of the best Marvel movies. You can put it outside of Marvel movies and put it as a contender as an actual good movie.
Yeah. And then they Civil War, still solid. But then like, just, I don't know. And their anti-art stuff, they infuses my mind with the way they talk about stuff. It's like, oh, guys, just shut up. But yeah, so there's some of the movies next year, and I'm sure there's ones I don't know of that I'll be excited about later on. And
28 Days Later, the Bone Temple as well. I did enjoy the new movie this year.
Yes, that was very good. And I like Nia DaCosta quite a bit. So
yes, me too. I'm excited to see what she does with it.
Not her fault on the Marvels, and the Marvels wasn't that bad. So just saying.
I didn't think the Marvels was that bad either.
It had that house fight scene, and I'm like, that is worth watching. So there we go. Okay, well, that'll do us for 2025. So thank you, Shelby, for coming aboard. We had a lot of fun, and you had a wonderful list. So till next time, because there may be a next time for you, where can people keep up with you?
You can keep up with me if you follow the Normies. That's where I work. I also have an Instagram, Shelby8. Should be able to find it.
What's your letterbox if people want to find your letterbox?
SM Deal 8. Follow me on there for sure.
Gotcha.
Give me likes on my reviews.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. And I'm on the socials at Brandon4KUHD. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel for the 4K and Blu-ray reviews, as well as being able to watch episodes like this. Thank you all so much for a great 2025. The show will return January 12th I'm going to do something for 60 years of 60s Batman, but we'll see. I had a big plan, and I just did not have time and things to do, but I want to celebrate that show in some sort of fashion. So till then, stay film positive.
Thank you for listening. The Brandon Peters Show is a Creative Zombie Studios production. Produced by Brad Shoemaker and Brandon Peters. Written and edited by Brandon Peters. Announcer vocals by Jessica Alsman. Theme song by Metavari. Web design and show art by Brad Shoemaker with Brandon Peters. All music and clips featured in the episode are property of their respective studios, and no infringement is intended. Additional information on this and other episodes at BrandonPetersShow.com. For any inquiries, press opportunities, or sponsorship, contact mail at BrandonPetersShow.com. The show is available on Apple Music, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.